At this workshop, we'll be learning how to repair a battery that's been mangled by the gears of your car or hung out of the body while driving. This happens once in a while, and a lot of people think that once the wires are all tore up or they've made contact with each other that the battery's dead. What to do is reconnect all the wires to the corresponding wires. Red to red, blue to blue, white to white, black to black, and then the two main leads, and make sure there's no wire exposed to contact with anything to ground out. So here we have the battery damage, as you can see. Pretty mangled. Looks like it went through the gears very well. So the first step is the white wire shorted out and actually took a chunk of the wire with it. So instead of playing with the shorted wire, I just took another piece of wire and cut it to the correct length. I'm going to solder it in to the white wire here. First thing you want to do is tin the wires. Okay, so once you got the wire on there, take a piece of shrink tube. Then remember always to put the amount of shrink tube you need on the wire before soldering it to the actual lead. In this case, I didn't have to put it on first because I was soldering an extension on the wire. But now I'm going to be soldering it to the main part. So now moving on to the red wire. Looks like I'm going to need an extension there as well. So take my extension. See how much I need. There's my extension with my battery there. So what I did here is I pulled the wire out of the connector itself. Most of these wires in the connectors just have little tabs that you have to push down, and then the wire will slide out. Just make sure when reinstalling that you lightly push up on the tab a teeny bit, so when it goes back in it will make a snap back into the connector and not come out on you. So now that all of these have been fixed here, I know it's not the prettiest of jobs, but heck, they're connected and they'll do their job of balancing the battery. If you really wanted to be cautious about this and make sure it didn't happen again, you could install a large piece of shrink tube. Actually, you could pop all these clips out here and install a large piece of shrink tube and then put them back in the correct order that they should be in. And that way they're easier to get out of the way, stuff like that. As you can see here now, the leads have also been ran through the gear mesh. The black wire not so bad, but still to where I'd want to put some shrink tube on it. This definitely needs to be repaired, so I'll do that now. First thing to do is I have to take off the connector, and I'll start with the red side first. Your wires that were chewed up, messed up, maybe even thought it was unrepairable, fixed and ready to go.